Before assembling the machine, please organize all components. We have prepared all types of fasteners, and each step is accompanied by a diagram of the components for assembly. You can quickly assemble the machine by following the steps below. An Allen wrench is provided as an accessory. Step 1. Remove the gantry assembly right from the wooden box. The cover mounting hole should face outward, and the 4 connecting holes on the crossbar should face inward as shown. Locate the guide tube assembly, right? Remove the pulley from the top of the gantry and install the conduit assembly. Use the hex socket flathead screws with washers to pass through the corresponding mounting holes on the upper and lower parts of the gantry. Secure with lock nuts and washers, and then reinstall the pulley. Note: when installing the guide tube, ensure the side with the number faces inward. Step 2. Remove the gantry assembly, left, from the wooden box. The cover mounting hole should face outward, and the 4 connecting holes on the crossbar should face inward as shown. Remove the pulley from the top of the gantry and install the conduit assembly. Locate the guide tube assembly, left. Use the hex socket flathead screws with washers to pass through the corresponding mounting holes on the upper and lower parts of the gantry. Secure with lock nuts and washers, and then reinstall the pulley. Note: when installing the guide tube, ensure the side with the number faces inward. Step 3. Connect the gantry assembly, right, with 2 lateral connecting tube weldments, using hex socket flathead screws, spring washers, and washers to secure. Connect the gantry assembly, left, with 2 lateral connecting tube weldments, using hex socket flathead screws, spring washers, and washers to secure. Step 4. Install the pull-up support tube weldment assembly, using hex socket flathead screws with spring washers, and washers on both the gantry assembly, left, and gantry assembly, right. Secure with hex bolts, spring washers, and washers from the outside on both gantry assemblies. Step 5. Insert the slide rod through the corresponding holes in the gantry assembly, right, and place 2 pad assemblies and 2 buffer pads on it. Then sequentially place a total of 19 weight blocks, followed by 1 weight adjustment rod. Slide to upper fixed sleeves on slide rod over the top of the slide rod, and secure using headless hex socket screws. Disassemble the pulley block on the top of the counterweight. Put on the counterweight pin key sleeve. Re-tighten the pulley block, and then insert the counterweight pin into the counterweight block. Step 6. Repeat the steps in Step 5 for the gantry assembly, left. Disassemble the pulley assembly on top of the weight head. Slide on the weight pin key sleeve. Resecure the pulley assembly, and then insert the weight pin into the weight blocks. Step 7. Pass the free end of the wire rope through the center of pulley L, then route it upward through pulley C, downward through pulley D, upward through pulley E, then through pulley F, downward through pulley G, downward through pulley H, and finally route the free end upward through the connection column. Secure it in the threaded column using a hex slotted bolt with a hex thin nut. Follow the same routing procedure for the wire rope on the opposite side of the gantry to secure it. Hang the hoist hook on the wire rope bolt and attach the pull handle assembly to the hoist hook. Step 8. Install the iron guard plate on both gantry assemblies and secure with screws. Step 9. Install the inner guard cover on the inner side of both gantry assemblies and secure with screws. Step 10. Align the 4 holes of the function label plate with the 4 threaded holes on the two gantry assemblies. Secure it to the gantry using bolts with flat washers. Monthly. Inspect all assembly bolts and re-tighten them. Shake the product. If there is shaking, adjust the position or the height of the foot pad. Weekly. Inspect all rotating parts to ensure flexibility and no abnormal noise. In a stationary state, the wire rope is taut, and the counterweight block is not suspended. Inspect the usage function of the pull pin component and tighten it. Apply running silicone oil to the slide rod parts and adjustment slide rod parts. Use the product normally. All functions can be used daily. Inspect whether the stressed parts, such as wire ropes, pulleys, and counterweight blocks, are worn or damaged, and whether the wire rope is derailed. Check whether the wire rope is derailed. Check whether the wire rope is loose. Inspect the product surface. In case of paint peeling, leather aging, softening, label falling off, surface damage, etc., replace it in time. Wipe the product surface with Pledge. Loosen all bolts connecting the gantry and main frame. Remove the upper cover. Unscrew the 4M5*15 screws. Disconnect the circuit board wiring. Remove the front and rear panels. Unscrew the 4M6*12 bolts from the upper support plate. Loosen the M8*10 screw on the fixed sleeve of the sliding rod. Remove the fixed sleeve, and then sequentially remove the weight stacks. Unscrew the 4M8 nuts and 4ST4.2*15 screws, securing the left and right covers. Unscrew the 12ST4.2*15 screws. Lift the gantry and replace the lower cover. Secure the lower cover with 12ST4.2*15 screws. Install the left and right covers, then tighten the 4M8 nuts and 4ST4.2*15 screws. Reinstall the fixed sleeve on the sliding rod and secure the sliding rod. Remove the fixed sleeve from the sliding rod and sequentially reinstall. Tighten the M8*10 screw on the fixed sleeve of the sliding rod. Install the upper support plate and tighten the 4M6*12 bolts. Install the front and rear panels, ensuring the panel height aligns with the upper support plate. Tighten the 4M5*15 screws, securing the front and rear panels. Reassemble the circuit board wiring. Reinstall the upper cover. Tighten the bolts connecting the gantry and main frame.